Are Christians to follow laws given in the Old Testament? They don't sacrifice animals, though the Old Testament requires sacrifices. On the other hand, Christians like to recite the Ten Commandments. Parts of the Old Testament are valid, not all of it. The answer should be that Jesus made a new covenant. Christians are taught to follow the teachings of Jesus. The Old Testament laws that need to be followed are those repeated by Jesus, who cited the Ten Commandments, most of them. Here is Hebrews chapter 8, verse 13. When God speaks of a new covenant, it means he has made the first one obsolete. It is out of date and will soon disappear. If the new covenant is the key, why is the Old Testament included in Bibles owned by Christians? The Old Testament is there because it brought respectability and credibility to the new religion. The attitude among people long ago was that anything old is good. Anything new has dubious value. Christianity had a credibility problem due to its newness. How can the Christian faith express eternal truths if the religion is brand new? The solution: attach the Old Testament to the New Testament to suggest the new Christian faith goes back thousands of years, its roots being ancient. The New Testament has some connections with ancient Hebrew scripture, and it helps to have any connections with the Old. I can cite additional, but less important reasons why the Old Testament was attached to the 27 books of the New Testament. For example, Christians hold that Jesus fulfilled prophecies contained in Old Scripture, which is proof that Jesus is divine. Here are the best reasons to read the Old Testament. It has superb stories. It helps us understand how humans used to think and live. It helps us be culturally literate. After all, the Old Testament is a source for famous expressions, including, "There is nothing new under the sun."